Today I'm at the Maine Career Catalyst workshop. We're focusing on social justice, diversity and inclusion.
Before this workshop, I knew a lot about the pay gap between men and women. I wasn't so much aware about the immigration, asylum seekers, stuff like that that's going on in Maine, where people from other countries are coming over and they are getting lower level jobs when they have these whole other qualifications and stuff like that. So like engineers come over and they're a janitor. Like it doesn't make sense.
Today we learned a lot about what it's like being in Maine and some of the things that we need to improve on as Mainers. You know, we have a huge diversity opportunity. I mean, as someone who is white and has lived in the state all my life, by being here, it's really opened my eyes to some of the things that I hadn't even thought about.
Equity doesn't necessarily mean equality. Equity means allocating the amount of resources necessary to make sure everybody's on the same playing field, has the same resources to excel in what they do. I feel like this is an extremely important topic. My generation, very focused on environmental issues, very focused on diversity and inclusion, and it's a really great thing for us to learn, but also for companies to adopt, to get our talent, to retain our talent, because we want to work at a place with great workplace balance, but also at a place that we feel like we can add value, that values us as well.
I think both this and my internship have had a huge impact on me thinking about my career after my next year of school.
I absolutely think that these skills that I learned today and the skills that I'm going to continue to learn in the future are going to translate into my career.
I am a first-generation college student, the child of immigrants. I was there, I experienced it. It was nice to know that Maine, though it is predominantly white, has people that I can connect with who went through the same things as me, and that there are programs being created to help out people like my mother, and it makes me hopeful in the state. But I am grateful that there are people willing to learn. Everybody here was willing to learn. They were very open, and I'm very appreciative of that.
Some advice that I have for interns: don't be afraid to ask questions. That's definitely a huge thing that people on the lower end on the staff, they feel scared to ask people if they don't understand something that's going on. They don't want their managers or their seniors to think that they're not as smart.
I would say to any intern that focus on what you do know and what you don't know and run with it, because as a young individual, so many people want to help you, and all the things that you don't know, they're willing to teach you, and people love to teach you, and I think that's super important, and people are super helpful.
Maine companies aren't huge. They're not a JP Morgan Chase, they're not a Bank of America, but they do understand talent when they see it. At least at MEMIC, I know my boss understands that I may not be confined to the company, but he wants to cultivate my skill set, he wants to support me and see me flourish. That's the kind of environment you'll be in if you come to Maine, if you get an internship at Maine. It's a small community, it's a tight-knit community, they care. It's not just some empty words I'm saying here, they care.